Alrighty. 2 rows of the silver class have now been beaten. And before we get on with starting the 3rd row, I think now is a good time for me to put on some more upgrades. So first of all, I'm going to put on the supercharger because I figure I might need that. And I think what I'll also put on this thing is... No, I think the engine's alright now. I don't really think I need anything else added on. I'll put on stage 2 transmission. Is there anything else I should do here? I'll put on a new flywheel. And I'll also put on another clutch whilst I'm at it. Racing exhaust is fine. I will put on a regular manifold and... Should I go racing shocks or racing tyres? Oh, I cannot go racing tyres yet. Nor can I go with the body upgrade. Yeah, I'll just put on the shocks. Okay. I think that should be everything we need for our next 2 races. And then after that, I'll probably put on another body upgrade or something for the next episode, whatever it is I do. I think this is now... Yeah, this is episode 8. So let's move on to Pinewood Challenge. And my throat at the moment is having a hard time of staying clear. Probably doesn't help to say that I do not have any water with me at the moment. I might consider getting some for the next episode if I can help it. But anyway, here we go. As my fast hammer now comes with a supercharger. You know what? I'm going to get something else fitted to this car before trying this race again. Because I am convinced in saying this might be essential. At least in terms of me actually pulling this off. And yes, I am looking through to make sure that I cannot afford anything else. And nope, doesn't look like it. Okay. That's probably all I needed to do. So, let's try this again. And maybe this time I will be able to secure myself the win. Because although I came tantalizingly close to doing it last time, I basically got wrecked right at the finish. And as you can imagine, I am basically going to be racing with a vengeance. And maybe if it's possible, I will not be quite as aloof as I was before. With my attempts of actually making sure to hold on to the race win. I'm actually trying my hardest here to concentrate on actually executing with the lap. which at this time at least is not going too well. I think that's Katie who's up ahead of me. Unless that's Seth. Something tells me that might be Seth. I can definitely say you're hearing a lot more tyre squeals when you're not braking with ABS. I can certainly tell you that much is for sure. Why can I not get this pain to stop? Can I please put together a run where I'm not just constantly trying to constantly murder myself? Because that is kind of how I feel right now. Guess we'll just have to wait and see. What? How the fuck do I already have a huge lead? Honestly, I'm okay with that because for that split second at least, I actually had a huge lead at the top. Which in all honesty to me is actually quite baffling. And my only real question is, can I actually manage to put together something that does not suck? At the moment at least it seems to be showing through, because I am putting together the run at least that tells me when my form does not suck. I swear to God, it's like I'm literally on some sort of fucking hit list. Every time I swing straight for that fence, it always catches me out every single time I swing through there. It's like I'm literally just on some sort of assassination target list because of just how many times I've gone straight into that fence and basically killed myself whilst doing it. I'm honestly convinced in saying that fence is basically death row. I'm not handing it over this time, bitch. Haha, fuck you. And what a way to end. As I basically win and crash. Oh, that was a back marker. Okay, anyway. Let's wait for the rest of the field now. Well, that certainly took long enough for everyone to finish. So, an 18-second margin of victory over Katie, as it is a 1-2 finish for the Fast Hammers. Then Paul rounds off the podium in the first of the 2 Speed Devils. Ray was 4th in the Road King, Sue 5th, Tanya finished in 6th in the first of the 2 Overrunners, Seth was 7th, and Frank finished in 8th and last. Even though once I took the lead it was a domination run, it was definitely a crazy run to say the least. Because there were definitely fence edges that basically felt like they were just catching me out almost all the time. But yet, because the AI were somehow doing worse than me in terms of swinging and hitting the fences, that's the only reason why I actually won that race. And why I won in dominating fashion. Anyway, $3,000 as hours. And only $51 for bonus purposes. I feel like this is more or less just going to be an increasing trend now. You know what? I might as well just put it on. Then we'll more or less be in a good position to put together something that might be better. As we have got Whitefish Lake. And I can definitely say I'm making the most of spending my money on upgrades whenever I can, because I kind of need to do that. But either way, let's get through what I think should be an easy win, because this car handles very well in the snow. As to what I use for the gold class, well, we'll just have to wait and see what cars are available. I don't know what it is, man, but it just seems like every time I hit the wall at one or two awkward angles, it basically just sets off the ejector seat. And I don't know why that's the case. Is it just with the way I'm basically just fucking drilling the walls, or is it just because I am not managing to give my car the levels of control it actually deserves? Because at this point, I'm just completely stumped over what it is I'm supposed to be doing. I'm probably not the only one who feels this way. Yeah, I just have to take my time using that shortcut. Because if I don't, then I could very well die. Oh! Yep. I knew that was coming. I kind of knew someone in that instance was going to die. Especially since I have died enough times up to this point. And I am also doing this to try and get some extra dosh on the board. Anyway, final lap. Hopefully, this time around, I can manage to actually hold on to my race lead. Which is kind of what I want. And the game decides to say no. Because I went into the side of a barn. There was nothing else I really could have done there. In hindsight. God, it feels like I'm literally cursed in some parts of these tracks. As in, it just feels like I cannot avoid the walls, even if I wanted to, in some areas. Well, at least it's another 1-2 for the fast hammers. Oh, and it was Sue who finished at the back. Okay. Anyway, let's move on. As I win by 5 seconds over KT. Yet another 1-2 for the fast hammers. Let's now get our replay, since that's partly why I'm here. That took a bit more time than it deserved to take, in all honesty. But when I came into this race, I was expecting there to be chaos, and this game definitely delivers when it comes to just chaos and destruction. And basically just competing against AI and objects that you practically could describe as being destroyers of worlds. Because that's kind of how it feels. It feels like I am more or less taking on destroyers of worlds. Especially if you consider some of the areas that I think these tracks more or less seem to have. Which to me at this stage is kind of telling you a lot about where we currently stand. But at least I managed to win. And I did not have to do anything further in terms of upgrades. Because I did not even finish in the top 3 before now. But anyway, I still got it done. And you know what? I'm pretty content with that. So, I think that's now 10 races we've done in the friggin' silver class. We still have 2 to go, but for now at least, I'd say we're doing okay. Just depends on knowing if we can do any better. But there we are. 2,500 credits as hours, and $227 in bonus damages that we caused. And yep, that's both of them. Cool. Now we've got Fairgrass Grounds and Watahu Town as our 2 remaining races. So these are the upgrades I have on the car, and my career stats have now propelled me to 52%, as we are now up to 229 kilometers driven. So, 2 races remain in the silver class, and then after that we move on to the gold class.
You love the rush.